You became an entrepreneur to make money. And don't forget, you became an entrepreneur to have a life. This is the Savvy Podcast, helping entrepreneurs connect with the vision that's bigger than themselves. Learn how to stop trading in your wife or husband and kids for your success. Get ready to have your beliefs about traditional leadership methods challenged and learn how to enjoy massive productivity gains and in less time than you can believe. This is the Savvy Podcast.
Welcome to the Savvy Podcast. I'm Tim Marshall, and today I have the privilege of hosting Alinka Rutkowska for a brief chat. Now, I probably stuffed that up, Alinka, but I'll let you jump in and fix that up if I have. So Alinka is the CEO of the Leaders Press, which is leaderspress.com. It's a USA Today, Wall Street Journal best-selling press. So we know we're going to be excited about this. This is where she creates books for entrepreneurs from scratch and launches them to bestsellers with 100% success rate. That's right, 100%. So she's worked with top business leaders such as Po Chung, the founder of DHL International, Mark Nuradini, I've probably stuffed that name up as well, so I'll let you jump in and fix that, the CEO of Bull Outdoor Products, and Chris Karinsky is the founder of Babylon. Katsanis, there you go. The founder of Babylon Telecommunications. So Leaders Press releases have landed on bookshelves together with Nobel Prize winners and Global Economic Forum speakers. So Alinka's mission is to help 1,000 entrepreneurs share their wisdom with the world by 2030. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with my vision, Alinka, but that 1,000 number is very, very similar to my personal one. And Alinka is an official member of the Forbes Business Council, and her cutting-edge book creation process has been featured in Entrepreneur magazine. So welcome, and it's a privilege to have you with us today. So whereabouts on this entertaining planet we call Earth are you currently residing?
Thank you, Tim. And I loved how you introduced me. It sounds so much better when you say it, that when I say it in my head. I am in, it doesn't even matter. We're pretty much geographically free, right?
Yes.
But for those of you who want to know, I'm in Italy, by the sea. So, it's not a bad place to hang out when you can't travel too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Make me jealous. Make me very jealous. So the format we run through here is 7 questions in 7 minutes. So it's relatively rapid fire. And I know my audience is going to be very, very interested in what you have for us. So let's jump straight on. And you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Timer is underway. So who's your ideal client?
My ideal client is a successful entrepreneur, founder, probably, who has a multi-6-figure or 7-figure business or beyond,
yes,
and wants a book in order to either grow their business through a lead gen book or to leave a legacy to share what they've learned with the world, maybe with their heirs or with successors of the company.
Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So a lot of my listeners would have this desire for this book. And so what is the problem that you solve for them?
Well, many entrepreneurs want a book, but they don't really know how to get started. It's the whole idea of focusing on your genius zone, doing what you do best.
Yes.
And that might be running the business. That most probably is running the business. And you don't need another project to, create your book now. So what you need to do is hire the right who's.
Yes.
Right. So not ask the question how, but ask the question who's going to do this for me. And I'm actually writing another Forbes article now about this. There are at least 10 who's, at least 10 people that you need that have different skills in order to get this book out that will grow your business or leave a legacy, in a meaningful way. So this is what we do. We are the who will make sure that the idea that the entrepreneur has will become a bestseller, will get into bookstores, and will be aligned with the author's goals to grow the business and leave a legacy.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So there's question number 3, and you probably answered some of this already, but what are the typical symptoms people experience when they're trying to solve that problem, when they're wanting to get that book on? Is it the procrastination? Is it the not knowing where to start? What's the typical feeling that entrepreneur is having, so that we can reach in there and help them today? For
sure those two, but also frustration.
Yes.
Time is a big one. Time is a huge one. They say they don't have time, and of course, you're not going to have time for anything if you don't make time for it.
Yes.
But the great thing is that if you have 15 hours of time over a period of several months, and the right people who will guide you and do this for you, then you can get your book out, because all we need is 12 to 15 hours of interview time.
Yes.
To get the entrepreneur's ideas out of their head and ghostwrite the book, and then do the rest. So time is a big factor. And when somebody says they don't have time to do a book, we say, perfect. Well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, fantastic. I love that. And this is all sounding a little bit too familiar, to be honest. So we might be having a chat afterwards. So number 4, what's the common mistakes people make when they're trying to do this? Is it just remaining stuck, or is it thinking that, you tell me. We're about halfway through time-wise too, just by the way, so we're doing great.
Right. Well, there's a bunch of different problems. I think the main one is not really thinking about the end in mind. So not understanding where the book will be on the bookshelf, what the competing titles are, how the book stands out, what the unique sales proposition is.
Yes.
So you really need to think about that. Also, how does it fit into your overall business model?
Yes.
It has to be about the same topic. So the book's purpose is to get your target audience into your funnel, help them solve their problem, and then get them in the door, get them in your world so that you can further help them solve your problem. So I feel like there's misalignment between the idea for the book and why entrepreneurs want the book in the first place. And that's the first thing that we look at when we onboard a new author, to make sure that the book has a good reason to be there in their business model.
Brilliant. So what's the one valuable free action that our audience today can sort of take away that's going to start them on this journey?
Go to Amazon and look at other books that are already doing well.
Yes.
And think about how your book would look next to them. You don't want a Me Too book. Think about which genre your book would belong to, because it has to belong to a genre. There has to be an audience already.
Yes.
And when you've identified that, think about how it stands out.
Yes.
So you can't have a Me Too book. You need to have a reason to stand out. And I have a bunch of examples, but I won't be able to cram them into 1 minute.
Yeah, fantastic. Good work. So you've given us a link here today, leaderspress.com/book. What are our audience going to find when they land there?
When you go there, you're going to get a free copy of my guide, Outsource Your Book.
Fantastic.
It's both ebook and an audiobook that you won't get for free anywhere else. Beautiful. So go there. And in that book, I identify the 17 steps that you need to go through when you put together a book. And you either do it yourself or you outsource each of these steps. And in each chapter, you have links to where you can go and outsource them. And obviously, you can also decide that you don't want to be a project manager here and you want to outsource the whole thing. And then we're happy to hop on a call with you and talk to you about how we can do that with you.
Fantastic. So we're coming into number 7. We've got 45 seconds. So from all your years of experience, what's the most valuable thing that you can give our audience now to just light that fire?
Light their fire.
Yep.
Do your book, because it's one of the top converting lead generation tools. It provides instant gratification. When somebody leaves their email to get a book, they don't have to wait a week for a webinar or for a challenge or for a summit. They get it right away. It's a fantastic lead conversion tool because once your prospects read through it, you are the authority and they will be super prepared to talk to you when they get on a call. And it makes you the authority in their eyes, author authority. So if you don't have a book, put together a book. If you already have a book, create another book.
Beautiful. Absolutely loved chatting. It's been an absolute privilege, and no doubt we're going to have a chat again in the future. So thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, it's been a privilege.
Thank you so much, Tim.
New Zealand to Italy, have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Tim. You make it a great day.
Will do.
You've been listening to the Savvy Podcast, helping entrepreneurs connect with a vision that's bigger than themselves, stopping the trading in their wife and husband and kids for their success. We hope you've gotten some useful and practical information from this show, and we hope you had fun along the way. We know we did. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, if you want to know more about the Savvy Method, hit the website at www.thesavvymethod.com. We'll see you again soon.